Here's our setup here. We got a capacitor, and we're told how much charge goes on it at a certain voltage. So right there we can figure out its capacitance if we want. So let's just take note of that. I want to approach this a long way first. So we know that what happens when we put in a material with a higher dielectric constant is that the capacitance will increase. If the dielectric constant is K, the new capacitance will be the dielectric constant times the initial capacitance, assuming we're starting with an air-filled capacitor. And we're given values of the charge on the plates and the voltage without any dielectric in there. So we can find its capacitance when the plates are filled with air, which would just be 7.15 times that air-filled capacitance. But let's take a break and think about what we're trying to solve here. Maybe it would be helpful to write a diagram of this whole setup. Here's our 3.81 volt power source, and there's our empty capacitor. And then we put in a dielectric material, but that doesn't change the voltage applied. So it doesn't change the potential difference between the plates. That entire voltage that's applied, that drops between one plate to the other one. So quick answer, the potential difference is still the same, 3.81. But what did change? Here's what a dielectric does. It becomes polarized. And in doing that, it kind of diminishes the field. And when that happens, more charge can go on the plates. So to maintain that same voltage, the same field must be maintained, and the way to do that is for more charge to go on the plates. And we can describe that amount of charge with that, equation we keep using for capacitance, charge, and voltage. So as we boosted our capacitance by 7-fold when we put in the dielectric, we also boosted the charge 7-fold. But if we were to use this equation, we'd plug in the new capacitance and then multiply by that voltage that's applied to get that increased amount of charge. Now there's a kind of simpler way to logic through this, which is to look at the equation for charge here and say, well, if you increase the capacitance by a factor of the dielectric constant, 7.15, then you're increasing the charge by the same factor, assuming the voltage doesn't change, which it doesn't. And then you just take your initial charge and multiply it by the dielectric constant, and we should get the same answer.